Minnesota Twins versus Los Angeles Dodgers, the Houston Astros, 57-42, and the Arizona Diamondbacks, 50-50, will play their second of a three-game interleague series. The first game was played late on Monday night. This is the only series played between these teams this season. Houston will start Framber Valdez, 2.75 ERA, while Arizona sends out Eduardo Rodriguez, 5.94 ERA. The Houston Astros began the second half of the season on the road against their division rivals, but lost 2 of 3 in Seattle against the Mariners. They needed to win the final game to avoid the sweep, taking the final outing 11-3. They still hold a 4-game lead over the Mariners, who sit in second in the AL West. In Sunday's win, Victor Caratini had 3 hits and 3 RBIs from his spot as the DH. Caratini is a 31-year-old in his second season with the team. He has bounced around the majors, playing with the Cubs, Padres, and Brewers before landing in Houston. He is a catcher, but has taken the DH spot and has been batting third in the lineup recently. Caratini has 10 home runs and 36 RBIs on the season, while batting point .272 at the plate. Christian Walker hit a go-ahead home run in the 6th inning to create a lead that Houston did not relinquish. He bats 4th as their first baseman and is now up to 13 home runs and 50 RBIs on the season. Isaac Paredes is their top home run hitter, but he will miss this game as he is on the 10-day IL with a hamstring injury. Framber Valdez will make his 20th start as a 31-year-old left-hander. He has a 10-4 record, but the team has won in all of his last 12 starts. His ERA is 2.75 and has added 125 strikeouts against 41 walks. In his last start, Valdez pitched 6 scoreless innings and struck out 10 in a win over Texas. The Arizona Diamondbacks have started the second half of the season on fire as they came out and swept the Cardinals at home. Arizona outscored St. Louis 22-7 in the series, but still sit just 4th in the difficult NL West. They are 8 games behind the division-leading Dodgers and are 4.5 games out of the final wild card spot in the NL. In Sunday's game, Eugenio Suarez hit 2 home runs in the 5-3 win over the Cards. At 34 years old, Suarez is having one of the best seasons of his career and leads all of Major League Baseball with 85 RBIs. Suarez was an all-star this season and is also 3rd in the league in home runs with 35. Suarez had a long career in Cincinnati before playing 2 seasons with the Mariners, and is now in his 2nd year in Arizona, where he has been batting 5th as their 3rd baseman. Corbin Carroll had 2 hits on Sunday. He is their leadoff hitter and has added 21 home runs and 48 RBIs, while typically taking his spot out in right field. Geraldo Perdomo is having a strong season at shortstop. He leads the team with 99 hits and 15 stolen bases, while batting .272 from the 3rd spot in the lineup. Eduardo Rodriguez will make his 17th start of the season as a 32-year-old left-hander. He has a 3-6 record with the team losing in each of his last 3 starts. His ERA is 5.94 to go with 34 strikeouts against 13 walks. In his last start, Rodriguez gave up 4 earned runs in 4 innings in a loss to the Padres. The Diamondbacks may be playing well recently, but the trends heavily favor the Astros in this one. Houston is starting Valdez, which is almost a guaranteed recipe for success lately. The Astros have won a ridiculous 12 straight games with Valdez on the mound, and he just struck out 10 in a scoreless performance against the Rangers. Things have not been going so well for the D-backs with Rodriguez on the mound, as they have lost in each of his last 3 starts. In one of those losses, he gave up 8 runs to the Royals before being pulled after just a few innings. The Astros are the class of the AL West and will get yet another win with Valdez on the mound in this favorable spot. The Astros will be able to control this game with Valdez on the mound, which will slow down the scoring punch from Arizona. The D-backs got hot against St. Louis, but they did not face a pitcher who is on a run quite like Valdez. 3 of his last 4 starts, he held his opponents scoreless, and will have a similar performance here against Arizona. Valdez has also improved his command and efficiency, allowing fewer base runners while consistently going deep into games, which should further limit Arizona's offensive rhythm. Rodriguez is on the mound for the D-backs. He has held his opponent to 1 or fewer runs in 3 of his last 5 games and has looked sharp despite Arizona's inconsistencies. He's been particularly effective when he gets ahead in the count early. This will be a low-scoring battle in the desert, with pitching dominating the narrative and run production likely coming at a premium throughout the contest. After analyzing both teams, my pick for this match is Houston Astros ML. Drop your thoughts and predictions in the comments box. Boston Red Sox versus Philadelphia Phillies. It's the middle game of an interleague set, as a pair of teams continue a 3-game series on the diamond in search of a win in the city of brotherly love when the Boston Red Sox travel to take on the Philadelphia Phillies Tuesday night, and Boston avoided a sweep coming out of the All-Star break as they prevailed 6-1 in the finale Sunday afternoon against the Cubs on the road. Philadelphia dropped the rubber game of a 3-game home interleague set with the Angels at home 8-2 Sunday afternoon. Boston snapped a 2-game slide as they got their offense going in the late stages of Sunday's finale, with the Cubs at the friendly confines to salvage 1 game in the set. The Red Sox entered Monday 54-47 on the season and stood third in the AL East, 5 games behind the Blue Jays for the top spot. They were tied with Seattle for the final 2 wildcard spots in the American League, 1.5 games ahead of Tampa Bay. Against Chicago Sunday, Boston had 7 hits with Roman Anthony, run, and Wilyer Abreu, 2 runs, 3 RBI, each recorded a pair. Abreu, his 19th and 20th of the year, homered twice, while Alex Bregman, his 12th, also went deep in the win. Garrett Crochet, 11-4, earned the win as he threw 6 innings, allowing 1 run on 8 hits with 2 walks and 5 strikeouts, before turning things over to the bullpen. Richard Fitz is slated to take the mound for his 9th start of the season for the Red Sox in this contest. He is 1-3 with a 4.28 ERA, a 1.218 whip, 10 walks and 28 strikeouts over 33.2 innings of work on the year. Fitz picked up the win in his last start, which came against the Rockies at home July 7th. He threw 5.2 innings, allowing 3 runs, 2 earned on 5 hits with 1 walk and 6 strikeouts in a 9-3 Boston triumph. In his last 3 starts, Fitz is 1-0 with a 3.55 ERA, a 1.11 whip, 3 walks and 13 strikeouts over 12.2 innings of work. Fitz, in his 13th career Major League start, pitches against the Phillies for the first time here. As a result, this marks his first career outing at Citizens Bank Park. Philadelphia was dumped at home Sunday in the finale of their interleague set with the Angels, suffering their 6th loss in the last 9 games. The Phillies entered Monday 56-43 and held a slim half-game lead on the Mets for the top spot in the NL East. Against Los Angeles Sunday, Philadelphia totaled 6 hits with Otto Kemp the lone player with 2 in the contest. Kemp, his second, went deep in the loss for the Phillies. Ranger Suarez, 7-4, took the loss as he allowed 6 runs on 8 hits with 4 walks and 4 strikeouts over 4 1/10 innings of work before departing. Christopher Sanchez gets the ball for the Phillies as he makes his 20th start of the season in the finale here. He is 8-2 with a 2.50 ERA, a 1.139 whip, 32 walks and 122 strikeouts over 115 innings of work this season. Sanchez earned the win in his last start, which came against the Padres Sunday on the road. He threw 7.1 innings, allowing 1 run on 6 hits with 3 walks and 6 strikeouts in a game. The Phillies won 2-1. In his last 3 starts, Sanchez has a 2-0 record with a 1.27 ERA, a 1.03 whip, 4 walks and 6 strikeouts, 19 strikeouts over 21.1 innings of work. Sanchez makes his third career appearance, second start against the Red Sox here. He is 1-0 with a 6.43 ERA, a 2.00 whip, 3 walks and 4 strikeouts over 7 innings of work against them. Sanchez is 15-8 with a 3.09 ERA, a 1.06 whip, 52 walks, and 261 strikeouts over 262.1 innings of work in 51 career appearances, 42 starts at Citizens Bank Park. Boston went into Monday having seen the underpost a 51-48-2 mark in their 101 games this season. The Red Sox are 5th in the majors in runs per game with 4.93 on the season, and they have an average total of 9.30 runs per contest. On the road, Boston averages 4.47 runs per game and has an average total of 9.06 runs per game away from Fenway Park. Philadelphia has seen the underpost a 53-43-3 mark in their first 99 games on the year entering Monday. The Phillies average 4.59 runs per game, rising to 5.12 at home, where their games see 9.71 total runs. Fitz on the mound gives Philly a good shot to push this over. Boston was hot heading into the All-Star break before being stymied by the Cubs for most of the weekend. While the Red Sox did win Sunday, Fitz hasn't been overwhelming at any point this season, and having to square off with Sanchez is going to be a challenge. Sanchez has been stellar of late, allowing 2 runs or less in 9 straight starts, including a single run in each of his last 5 outings. The Phillies have a solid lineup that is capable of putting up crooked numbers, even with their recent struggles. Sanchez should quiet the Red Sox while the Bats lead the hosts to a win. After analyzing both teams, my pick for this match is Philadelphia Phillies ML. Drop your thoughts and predictions in the comments box. San Francisco Giants versus Atlanta Braves. The San Francisco Giants, 52-48, 44-56 RL, 46-52-2 OU, and the Atlanta Braves, 43-55, 42-56 RL, 03783, 41-51-6 OU. Continue a 3-game series on Tuesday evening, and the Giants are sending Landon Roop to the mound. The Braves will reply with Davis Daniel. The Giants lead the season series 3-1. The Giants will have Landon Roop on the rubber on Monday evening. Roop came through with a gem in his recent effort, keeping the Dodgers to only 2 runs, 1 earned, in 6 innings, but no help and was hit with the defeat. The young righty has been stingy, conceding 2 or fewer runs in 5 consecutive outings, and has delivered a 3.27 ERA and a 1.45 whip, accompanied by a 6.6 record in 96.1 innings of work. Roop has conceded 4 runs with a 1-0 record in 9.2 career innings against the Braves. The San Francisco Giants have pressure to reach the postseason. They have been struggling to score runs recently and have dropped out of a wild-card spot. A quick rebound is needed, or they could soon be out of contention. The Giants stumbled out of the break. They were hit with a sweep at the hands of a good Blue Jays team and squandered 18 runs in the series. The Giants are subpar on the road, with a 25-28 record. Young-Ho Lee has been a tough out, posting a .790 OPS on the month. The 26-year-old center fielder has 41 RBIs and a .715 OPS. Rafael Devers has not been great since the trade last month. The veteran DH has posted a .650 OPS as a member of the Giants. He has 68 RBIs on the year. Patrick Bailey was hitless in the first series against the Braves. The 26-year-old catcher has 26 RBIs and a weak .565 OPS. Matt Chapman has issued a poor .518 OPS this month. The veteran third baseman has managed 33 RBIs and a .768 OPS. San Francisco is averaging 4.07 runs per game, ranking them 23rd. The pitching has been key to success, recording a 3.59 ERA, good for 5th. Davis Daniel will get the nod on Tuesday evening. Daniel has made 2 outings this season. He posted 1 scoreless inning against the Diamondbacks in his season debut. Next, Daniel was sharp, conceding just 1 run in 4 innings of work against the Cardinals, resulting in a no decision in a game the Braves dropped. Daniel has recorded a 4.72 ERA and a 1.38 WHIP in 47.2 career innings in the big leagues. The Atlanta Braves could be parting ways with some veteran players in the next few weeks, as their chances of reaching the postseason are less than 10%. The Braves have plenty of talent, but they have not been able to find a consistent groove this season. They had more issues on the weekend, dropping 2 of 3 home games against the Yankees. The Braves have generated a 25-24 record at home. Michael Harris II is slumping, posting a .573 OPS in July. The 24-year-old center fielder has issued 46 RBIs and a .561 OPS. Drake Baldwin is having a breakout season. The 24-year-old catcher has bashed 11 big flies with 323 RBIs and an 828 OPS, quickly becoming a reliable power bat. Jurickson Profar is back after his suspension. The 32-year-old has 8 RBIs in 18 games on the year. Austin Riley posted a .923 OPS against the Giants in April. The veteran third baseman has knocked in 50 runs with a strong .764 OPS. Atlanta is scoring an average of 4.15 runs on the season, marking them 21st. The pitching is decent, posting a 3.95 ERA, placing them 17th. I expect plenty of scoring. Roop is steady but not quite as sharp on the road, where he has registered a weak 4.56 ERA on the year. Atlanta scored 3 runs against Roop last month. Atlanta isn't winning games but is piling on the runs, scoring 31 runs in their past 5 games. In addition, the Braves' pitching has been exploited, squandering 4 or more runs in 4 of their past 5 games. Entering Monday evening, Daniel can't be expected to pitch deep into the game. Daniel has not thrived in the minor leagues either, posting a subpar 4.27 ERA in 5 seasons. The over is a convincing 5-1 in the Braves' past 6 games. The San Francisco Giants have not been at their best but are stronger than their record suggests. They issued a dominating sweep against the Braves in the first series last month. The Atlanta Braves remain shaky. They have only won 4 of their past 10 games and are out of contention in the wild card. Furthermore, Giants pitcher Landon Roop has quietly been dominating. He has conceded either 0 or 1 run in 4 of his past 5 starts, including 2 road outings in that span. The Giants have won in 4 of those 5 performances, benefiting greatly from his consistency. Braves pitcher Davis Daniel has pitched part of 3 seasons in the big leagues with no success. He has a 4.72 ERA in 47.2 career innings and has yet to show signs of turning things around. After analyzing both teams, my pick for this match is San Francisco Giants ML. Drop your thoughts and predictions in the comments box. St. Louis Cardinals versus Colorado Rockies. The St. Louis Cardinals face the Colorado Rockies, with both teams looking to improve ahead of the trade deadline. The Cardinals are 52-49 and in 4th place in the National League Central Division, and they look like they will trade away some players at the deadline. The Rockies are 24-76 and have the worst record in baseball, making them sure sellers at the deadline. The Cardinals are having a rocky season with their rotation letting them down. Eric Fedde is one of the pitchers having an awful season as he's allowed 56 runs in 98 innings pitched. Moreover, with a .295 expected opponent batting average, a 13.5 strikeout rate, and a 5.69 expected ERA, opponents are making contact and putting together strong plate appearances to easily drive in runs against Fedde. Fedde has struggled, but the lineup has stepped up, scoring 4.51 runs per game. Ivan Herrera is slashing .313/383/506 with 8 home runs and 84 total bases, while Brendan Donovan is slashing .291/363/421 with 8 home runs and 149 total bases, providing steady production. The rest of the lineup has stepped up as well. Wilson Contreras is slashing 251/338/422 with 12 home runs and 146 total bases, while Mason Wynn and Lars Nootbaar have added 19 home runs and 255 total bases to round out the lineup, making the Cardinals tough to put away at the plate, especially in close games. The Rockies are having a season to forget by playing awful baseball across the board. Bradley Blaylock will start the upcoming game, and he looks to improve on what's been a rough season on the mound as he's allowed 24 runs in 21 innings pitched. Additionally, with a .304 expected opponent batting average, a .529 expected opponent slugging percentage, and a 5.69 expected ERA, opponents are making contact and powering the ball to easily drive in runs against Blaylock this season. Exposing his lack of command and consistency, Blaylock has struggled, but the lineup is also a disappointment, scoring only 3.57 runs per game. Mickey Moniak is slashing 267/317/535 with 14 home runs and 130 total bases, while Hunter Goodman is slashing 279/325/521 with 18 home runs and 172 total bases, continuing to be a consistent threat at the plate, but the rest of the lineup has struggled. Only 3 active batters have an OPS plus over 100, and opposing pitchers can eliminate the hapless lineup as a result. The Cardinals are led by their lineup, and with both starting pitchers struggling, this game looks to be a high-scoring one from the first pitch. The Rockies should plate multiple base runners against Eric Fedda, who has allowed 56 runs in 98 innings pitched, with Mickey Moniak and Hunter Goodman making contact and putting together strong plate appearances. The Rockies are batting .258 over their last 10 games and have scored 5 or more runs in 6 of those matchups. The Cardinals, who average 4.51 runs per game, should run up the score against Bradley Blaylock, who has allowed 24 runs in 21 innings pitched, with Brendan Donovan, Ivan Herrera, Wilson Contreras, and the rest of the batting order swinging for the fences and crushing pitches to easily circle the bases. The over should cover in a high-scoring game with lineups stepping up and pitchers failing to find a rhythm early. The Cardinals are hovering around the 500 mark, and they look to step up and take over this game against the worst team in baseball. The Rockies have been dreadful on both sides of the ball, particularly at home where their pitching staff has struggled to contain even modest lineups. The Cardinals should drive in runs at will, with Brendan Donovan, Ivan Herrera, and the rest of the lineup making consistent contact and putting together strong plate appearances. Donovan is batting over .290 in July and continues to be a spark plug atop the order, while Herrera has shown improved discipline at the plate and an ability to drive the ball to all fields. The Cardinals should limit a Rockies lineup that averages only 3.57 runs per game and has one of the worst team batting averages in the league. Eric Fedda has quietly been one of the more dependable arms in the rotation, allowing 2 or fewer runs in 3 of his last 4 starts, and he's done a great job keeping hitters off balance with his cutter and changeup combination. He should be able to pitch multiple strong innings, effectively suppressing Colorado's offense and handing the ball over to the bullpen with a comfortable lead. St. Louis's relievers have a combined 3.82 ERA in July and have shown improvement in high-leverage spots. With the clear edge in starting pitching, lineup consistency, and bullpen depth, the Cardinals should control this matchup and secure a convincing win with a strong all-around performance on the road. After analyzing both teams, my pick for this match is Cardinals money line. Drop your thoughts and predictions in the comments box.